A serial rapist who is only 17 years old will spend the next 35 years in prison. A judge handed down that sentence for Tremonte Kirk during an emotional hearing late this afternoon. Hannah Hilliard is live near 23rd in Wisconsin tonight. Hannah, that's where this case all started.
Oh, right, Derek, in this very busy area in Milwaukee, Tremonte Kirk followed a random woman, Charlotte Nozar, into her apartment's elevator. That is where he assaulted her, raped her, and then stomped on a surgical incision on her leg. Today, she spoke out emotionally in court, refusing to call herself a victim, instead a survivor of this violent crime.
Your Honor, the serial rapist you have sitting in front of you today is an existential threat to the women of Milwaukee. Nothing can give me my life as I knew it and my leg back.
Nozar, outspoken in the past in an effort to try and keep Tremonte Kirk off the streets. And that's because the 17-year-old came to the defense table today with a history of similar conduct dating back to when he was just 12 years old. And today's sentencing actually revealed another woman.
This man was assaulting women at 12? Nah, he got to stay behind bars. 35 years is too little. Send him to jail for life. 12 years old and he was assaulting women. I've said it before, this is learned behavior. I want to see what his parents were like. This is learned behavior. Let's keep going.
Who was sleeping in her car when Kirk tried to assault her last year. She was able to get away, but the judge not holding back today as he sentenced Kirk to 35 years behind bars, making Kirk 50 before he's released out back into the public.
This is as aggravated and depraved and sadistic and evil as it gets. You engaged in monstrous conduct that would lead the average person to believe and think that you are an absolute monster, that your parents raised a monster.
And Hannah, Kirk offered an apology today?
He did. He called his own actions, Derek, quote, selfish and evil. But Nozar, during her prepared remarks in court today, says she will not be accepting Kirk's apology nor forgive him.
Hannah Hilliard live tonight in Milwaukee.
Good. Don't forgive him. Absolutely crazy. So, just a quick, we got another video to get into. So he's got 35 years in prison, and then he's got plus 20 years of extended supervision. They didn't mention anything about him being on the sexual offenders registry. Hopefully we'll hear that in the next video. He needs to be a sex offender for life. There's no getting off of that. 12 years old, he started messing with women. But let's get over into this next video and see what else we can learn.
A teenager that prosecutors described as a serial rapist is sentenced to 35 years in prison. A judge handed down that sentence to Tremonte Kirk within the hour. We do want to warn you the details of this story may be hard for some to hear. Our Megan Lee was in the courtroom for that sentencing hearing and joins us live right now with the latest. Megan?
Yeah, 17-year-old Tremonte Kirk was sentenced to 35 years behind bars and 20 years of extended supervision. This all stems from a sexual assault back in December of 2024. The court found him guilty on 2 counts of second-degree sexual assault and 1 count of aggravated battery. The judge saying he's monstrous and evil, and his victim saying he's a threat to the community. In the sentencing that took over 2.5 hours, we heard disturbing details of the sexual assault, the victim saying he's a serial rapist and a threat to the women of Milwaukee, the state doubling down by saying no female is safe if Kirk is in the community. According to investigators, Kirk raped a 54-year-old woman inside of an elevator near 24th in Wisconsin last December. Charging documents reveal he raped that woman twice, choked her, kicked and stomped on her in an elevator. And this all happened while Kirk was wearing an ankle monitor with the juvenile justice system for sexually assaulting other women, including an elderly woman. Kirk addressed his actions before being sentenced.
This man was on an ankle monitor while he raped a 54-year-old, 17. There are some demons in this world, y'all. There are some demons in this world. Wow. Let's keep going.
During the last few months, I have spent time trying to imagine how my crimes impacted your lives, and I can barely comprehend it.
Again, Kirk was sentenced to 35 years behind bars and 20 years of extended supervision. His victims, said he is a threat to this community if he were to be let out or have a lesser sentence. They tell me they're going to turn this pain into something meaningful. Once one of them heals medically, she hopes to turn this pain into passion. Live outside of the safety building, Megan Lee, TMJ4 News.
There are some demons in this world, y'all. Straight demons. 12 years old, he was already out being crazy. I would like to know what his parents are like. He's 17 years old. At 12, this guy, I've said this before, is learned behavior. You learn this from seeing people around you. At least that's my thinking. I don't think kids just come out bad. I don't, unless you got like a medical, like sociopath, something like that. But most of the time, you just learned. Now, if you disagree with me, tell me what you're thinking. But that is 12 years old. Absolutely crazy. Hold on, let's see what Jesse said. Let's see. Someone failed raising that kid. And the court failed the public by having him out on the loose. On an ankle monitor. What the heck? There are some demons in this world. We know this. We've seen plenty of videos, talk about plenty of things. Well, if someone truly wants to commit a crime, what's an ankle monitor going to do? He caught a 54-year-old in the elevator, did some crazy things to her, and then stomped on her. Been doing that since he was 12. And then he got 35 years. Is 35 years enough, y'all? It's 35 years. I'm thinking he needs to be in jail for life. But the laws won't let that happen, most likely. Because he didn't end her. It's a crazy world we live in, y'all. We got to review the world together. We have to review the world together. Let me know your thoughts and let me know if you disagree with anything I said. All right, everybody, remember this is AC Reviews the World. Remember to like and subscribe.